Hi, Chrissy. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thank you. Well, before we get started, I just want to go over our confidentiality statement. Basically, anything you say today stays between you and I unless you give me a reason to believe you're going to harm yourself or harm somebody else. In that case, I'll just have to bring it to my supervisor's attention, and then we'll just have to go from there. All right?
Okay.
Do you have any questions before we start?
Nope, not this
Okay, awesome. So I see here that you wanted to come in to talk about some personal relationship issues.
Yes.
Would you still like to talk about that today?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to start then?
Yes. It's been about, I was with my boyfriend for about 3 years.
Okay.
And we broke up, but when we broke up, it wasn't like we broke up and stopped talking. It's like we were still friends. Like we still talked daily.
Okay.
Like he wouldn't continue on with the relationship. Like I tried to fix things for about a year, and then everything was fine. Like I sent him something for his birthday in August, the end of August, and then we came back to school, and I met someone else, and we've been dating. And once that happened, my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend completely cut me off, and like I was confused because I thought we were gonna stay friends because he didn't want to be with me, and now he like treated me like garbage now. Forever now, and he texted me, he contacted me like a couple days ago and said that he wanted to talk to me, and we're going to talk tomorrow, and I'm nervous about it.
Okay, well, that's understandable that you're very nervous. I mean, especially being in a relationship for as long as you guys were. I'm sorry, I didn't catch his name. What was your ex-boyfriend's name?
His name was Jeremy.
Jeremy, okay. And you said that you were hoping to be friends after the breakup, and then he just kind of couldn't do that for you?
Yeah, I don't really know what was going on, but...
and how did that make you feel?
Sick. I think even though I did have a new boyfriend, I think loving someone is tough because like those emotions not never go away, but they, it was hard to let it go.
Yeah. Well, can you explain to me, or why don't you go ahead and explain to me a little bit about your relationship before, like right before you broke up?
Okay. Well, this is tough. It sounds so bad, but I worked 3 jobs. He lived in Syracuse, and we both went to school together. We met at school, and I was in Mansfield, so we were exactly 2.5 hours away from each other. And I was working 3 jobs, morning, night, always, like trying to still visit him. He very rarely came down and visited me. And one time I visited him, and I had seen that he had been talking to like my best friend a lot, like through texting. Okay. Like communicating with her a lot, and I like asked them to stop a lot, and it never happened. And then right when we came back to school this year, like I found them in bed together, so I was just kind of just distraught. And like there's already been a lot of complications in my life with my life, and so I have a lot of trust issues, and like 2 people that are supposed to love you and care for you so much do such an awful thing. It really impacts your life greatly.
Yeah, it sounds like you were really hurt by the situation, and I'm really sorry to hear that happened to you. It's, that kind of thing is never usually easy for people, so I am very sorry for that. So you said that you're in a new relationship now.
Yeah.
And now, were you hoping to be friends with Jeremy before or after you got into this relationship?
The entire time. Because I guess I'm looking at it as if, I couldn't stand like him and my best friend were together, obviously, but he had been such an important part of my life for so long that I would still like to continue that whether we're together in a relationship or not.
Okay, so you feel that even after you broke up, you think that you should be able to be friends still because of how close you guys were, regardless of dating or not dating.
Right.
Okay. So then, why do you think Jeremy isn't ready to be your friend? Because that's what it sounds like at this moment.
To be honest, I don't know, because it really bugs me because it's, he did everything so wrong to me, and I tried for such a long period of time to be with him, and he pushed me away, and now all of a sudden it's like on his terms. Like now he wants to talk. I don't even know what he wants to talk about, to be honest, but now he wants to sit down and like say something to me, and it's like after 16, 17 months of asking why and how I can fix things, now he's coming back and wanting to, have a conversation with me.
So it sounds like you sound very confused at the moment.
Yes, and frustrated.
But besides feeling confused and frustrated, is there a part of you that's excited to finally have this conversation with him? Because it sounds like this is something that you've wanted for a while now.
Yes, absolutely. I am very excited, and I don't know. Excited, yes, but so nervous.
Yeah, well, that's understandable. I mean, I'd be nervous too if I was in your shoes. But I think it's really brave of you to give him that chance after all this time, to let him finally open up and like tell you, why he's been the way he's been. So, when you guys meet tomorrow, you said tomorrow, right? Is when you're meeting? Okay, so when you guys meet tomorrow, you said right now you don't really know what he's going to say, but if you could take like a wild guess, what do you think it would be?
Maybe that he still loves me, but I don't know.
So if he says that, what do you think you'd say back?
I think I would just cry.
Cry why?
Because those are the words I've been wanting him to say for months, and then now I'm happy again, and he's just going to try to pull me back in.
So when you say that those are the words you've been wanting to hear for months, what do you mean by that? Like
I said, I had put in all the effort to
near the end of
to fix things.
Okay.
After he had already, done stuff behind my back, and now I just wonder why, I guess.
But if you think that he's going to tell you that he loves you, do you think it's in that, like, I'm still in love with you sort of thing, or I love you, like, I'm sorry, I love you?
I hope it's more like that, but I'm not sure what to expect.
And
I'm not even sure he's going to say that.
Well, let's say he does, though. What would you say back? Honestly.
I think I still do love him, but I think that...
In what way?
I don't know. I think I'm in love with the person the thought of who we used to be. I think I'm in love with that because he was my first true love. And my new boyfriend is amazing, and I feel like I wouldn't want to let that, his words get in between our relationship.
So is it, but you're happy, right, in this new relationship? So you don't think this is something that could come in between that?
No.
Do you? Okay. And also, I was kind of curious if you said that, you've seemed to have moved on, but it doesn't really sound like Jeremy has.
And I don't think that I've moved on completely because I think about him all the time. But I know that I need to move on, if that makes sense. Emotionally, I'm still very distraught, but I know that I can't be.
So if you could have one thing that comes out of this conversation tonight, what would you want it to be?
Peace. Peace, and, I would like for us to be able to walk by each other and him respond to me when I say hello. Or, I bartend and he looks past me when he comes up for a drink and talks to the other bartender. Like, I want the awkwardness to subside, and I want to be his friend.
And are you prepared, though, for worst case scenario if Jeremy comes to you tonight and says, I wanted to at least give you enough respect to say I'm not ready to be your friend yet, still.
I guess I gotta have to be.
And what would you say to that if that's what he says tonight?
I guess I'm just hoping that I'll understand why, and I'm hoping that we can be on the same page by the end of our conversation.
Do you think that that's something, though, that you can, like, try to agree on with him? Like, understand also that, he may not be ready, but maybe work something out where you guys can maybe one day be on the same page and be there.
I hope so, but I'm still so angry with him, and it makes me want to, like, yell at him and say, and I know this will not get us anywhere, and yell at him and say, like, for you to have done everything you have and still not be able to be friends with me technically because I'm seeing someone else, like, that's not okay in my eyes.
Do you think that's the only reason why, though, that he doesn't want to be friends with you is because you're with somebody else?
Yes. Because I think that he did have intentions of getting back with me, but he wasn't prepared and, like, ready to at the time.
So he sounds like he thought that maybe when you guys broke up it was very temporary, not official, and it ended up being official.
Yep.
So, well, I think that we talked about a lot of great things today, and I think that when you talked to Jeremy tonight, I know that you came in here with a lot of confidence, Christy, but talking with me today, I think that you have all the confidence that you need to get your point across, and you sound like a very open-minded and civil person, which I think is a really great trait to have. So I think that that's one thing that you need to remember as you're talking with Jeremy tonight is to, stay calm and keep an open mind, and remember that, you have moved on, but he may not have yet. And is there anything, though, that you're really hoping to, like any kind of goal or anything you're hoping to get out of tonight besides this friendship, or is that it?
Just to be on the same page.
Okay. So is this something then you'd like to follow up with, no matter what the outcome happens to be tonight? Or do you think that this is something that, if you've kind of talked about it, you've gotten it off your chest, and you think you're ready to go forward on your own?
I think I'm ready as of right now. And after we talk, I would like to talk more.
Great. Well, like I said, I'm here for you whenever you need me. So if you decide that you are ready to move on by yourself, I think that's great. I mean, I think you're ready. But know that if you do need someone to come back and talk to, that I will be here for you, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It was really nice meeting you today, Christy.
Well.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.